There are universal energies that are here for us. We truly are being held. And I think especially at this time in history when things are so tumultuous and so painful and there is so much suffering and so much upheaval and chaos, we don't feel like we're being held. I think it's so important when we are wanting transformation, transmutation, excuse me, to be as we are. We start where we are, as we are, in this space of allowance. So what is a frequency attunement? Well, I'm an intuitive energy healer and awakening guide, as Tammy mentioned. And I work with transmission and energy frequencies. And these frequencies offer an attunement. So I'm not giving you anything special that you don't already have access to. Your true nature, our shared spirit. But these attunements help your system to remember and recognize these energies, this way of being. So you can listen to the replay afterwards. I'll give you an anchoring phrase. And as you open up to these energies that we're going to be resting in today, your system will start to remember and recognize and organize around it. So that's how I look at attunements. And today we're entering the flow, we're entering the river. We're going to open to the flow of our life because truly we're not separate from life. And this frequency has 3 movements, we could say, to it. And that is letting go of our ideas about the way life should be, letting go of our demands and our agendas. And that creates a letting in and a receptivity and an allowance for that which is ready to be strengthened within us so that we can be moved in the direction subtly of alignment with really what is meant for us. So this opening up to what is truly meant for us. Because trust me, you don't want to be living anybody else's life. God, source, life has something up its sleeve that is far more fulfilling and beneficial for those in our life than what our ego or our minds could imagine, you know? And we can get into collaboration with it. So, and the third movement is this being held, of really, really feeling like we are being held and carried. And I want to just tell you a little story about how this frequency became, I guess we could say, more potent in my repertoire. Mm. And it happened alongside the Ganga, the Ganges in India. And a year ago, I went to India for the first time, and I knew that I had to sit by the Ganga. And I sat down next to her, and I dropped into meditation and was very still, very quiet. And she started talking to me. And I said, "Oh, I didn't know the Ganga was a conversationalist. My goodness, wasn't really expecting that. But I do have a connection with places." And so began a several-day communication with her that was quite beautiful. And on the final day, she offered to me this beautiful energy that poured from her into me and out my heart. And the sense was, go share this with others. So I've been using it in my work. So letting go, letting in, and being held, letting go of our agendas, our ideas, our grasping, letting in what is meant for us, allowing ourselves to be nourished, really, really nourished, receiving and being held. I work with guides and subtle beings, and I notice that we all have them. We all have them, no matter what spiritual path you're on. And we can lean into that support. There are universal energies that are here for us. We truly are being held. And I think especially at this time in history when things are so tumultuous and so painful and there is so much suffering and so much upheaval and chaos, we don't feel like we're being held, you know? And that's really an important ingredient to that.